Hey guys, anytime we embark on a new endeavor, we are undoubtedly going to experience challenges, setbacks, mistakes, things we wish we would have done better, lessons to use the next time we do something. And I wanted to share some of mine as I embarked on this YouTube channel and specifically the music. I made a ton of mistakes throughout the process. And if you want to know more, just ask my detractors. But I'm going to share with you some of the ones that I think were the worst mistakes that I made and how I moved forward from those mistakes. So I have this ability, and I think it comes maybe from a sales background or business experience of just like figuring it out in the moment. And it gives me this false sense of confidence that everything's gonna be fine. I just gotta go, I just gotta do it, and I'm gonna figure it out when I get there. And yes, that can work, but I think for me, it slows down progress because if I haven't done my research in advance, if I haven't practiced something, then I'm not going to be as effective. So I think the first thing with the music that was a mistake of mine was not refreshing myself and really learning the industry, publishing rights, song splits, types of agreements that you enter. And I could have done that, but my thing in the beginning was really, I want to get this song done. I don't care about any of the details. I just know that I have to get this song done. But had I done a little more research in advance, I would have, I think, set myself up a little bit better for success. Because I have this type of tunnel vision, I would say, where I'm just so laser focused on the thing that I'm trying to do that sometimes I'm blindsided by other things that are coming into my view. When I started the first song, so I would say there was two mistakes that I made with that song. So the first was deciding to fly all the way to DC just to get some vocals that didn't even make it into the song. I was unhappy with them and I had to go back and re-record them in Colorado. And I decided I wanted to document the process. And so I spent a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of delays just to go out to DC, get some vocals that we didn't even use, get some footage, which was great, but even the music video idea that I had fully planned out for that song did not come to fruition. So I like that I went there because I love traveling, but just from a resources and time perspective, I think that I could have done a lot better by just recording the song, getting it done, and starting on the next one. Which brings me to my second mistake in that process is I had this idea in my head that if I kept writing, that nothing would ever get done, when in reality, I should have just accelerated the process of doing all these other songs because I didn't even start writing any of the other songs until August. So I would have sped up things. I would have been smarter with my resources when it comes to that. I guess this next one wasn't too much time wasted because I learned pretty quickly that it wasn't gonna work out this way. But I got this idea in my head that if I could just get songs out faster, that I could start to build a momentum. right? And I decided that I'm gonna try to use Pro Tools, which is what the professionals use to edit and produce songs. And I had this idea in my head that I was gonna learn the software, I was gonna make beats, I was gonna mix and master. And what I should have realized is that I'm not a technical person. I mean, I will figure out how to make something work, I will figure out how to get something done, but I am not technical enough to use that software. I sit with the engineers and the producers and I see all the different buses, all the different plugins, all the millions of effects, and it really would take me probably years to learn that software. I'm not the most technical person. I do, however, enjoy editing of videos. I think it's fun. I think I have an eye for it. And that is something that I am doing now on my own channel. I edit or don't edit. Sometimes I'll just upload it directly from iPhone into YouTube. But I think me, going to different places, talking to different people about trying to learn a software that would take me years to learn, that's not a good use of my time. Finally, when it comes to the music, there's two mistakes, obstacles, things that I should have learned sooner that I'll share. And so the first one is pretty simple, and it has to do with counting bars. I did not know how to count bars before I started this. And it wasn't until my friend Black Ace was listening to one of my songs and he's like, Paul, do you know how to count bars? And I was like, no. And he was like, I didn't think so. And so he actually helped me out a lot. This is still something that I'm working on. So if I'm in the car or I'm on a plane or I'm just sitting in my house and I'm trying to count bars, I'll do it like a metronome to see how accurate I can get. And that really, to me, I think is the key if I'm gonna be not just singing, but rapping, sing rapping, melodic rapping, whatever you wanna call it. So I can be more on time. And so that's something I didn't know. I should have learned a long time ago, but I'm picking it up along the way and I'm getting better with each song. And then finally, so even when I am singing sometimes, I don't know if I would call it a block or a filter or something, but there's something in me that may not allow my emotions to come out as much as they should in a song, especially if it's an emotional song, because I'm actually an emotional person. But the thing that I've learned is I come across very even keel to a lot of people. And I was talking to somebody about this, and we decided that one of the reasons may be because of my sales background. I'm very sensitive. I'm very good at picking up on people's emotions and sometimes bringing it out of them and kind of staying calm throughout the process. And in something that's more creative like this, sometimes I have trouble accessing those same emotions that I can sometimes bring out in other people myself. And if I am really passionate about a topic, which I am in the topics that I write about in the songs, I should be able to do that better. So those are the two things I would say actually when it comes to creating the music that I've struggled with is staying on time with the beat and the bars, and then also bringing out enough emotion to properly convey what I am conveying in the song. So those two things are going to be things I think that are something that gets solved, something that I get better at over time. I realize it's not gonna all fix itself in 6 months on the first project, but I have made significant strides and creating progress for myself. So those are some of the mistakes that are most prominent in my mind. Again, ask my detractors if you want more. I'm sure there's a ton of other mistakes that I've made, but those are the ones in my mind that I can work on, learn from, and get better the next time. So those are my failures, my mistakes. But again, like I said before, I don't believe that anything is a failure as long as you don't give up and you learn from it. So would love to know what some of the rookie mistakes are that you made in your channel or in your business or in your creative endeavors so that we can all kind of learn from each other. And thank you for taking the time to tune in. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful day.